everybody. I am your host, Katie Killjoy, and this is the finale of Season 5. Now, my final 3 queens have battled it out against the best of the best, and now tonight we find out who will be the next reigning legacy. We are joined tonight by Floretta Be Xtra, Mizz Mirage Manson, and Eris Envy. Now, before we get to the official crowning, we are going to see one last lip sync from them, some interviews, and a final lip sync to help me decide who deserves to be the winner of the Legacy Drag Race Season 5. So with that being said, let's get into this finale.
I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. Diamonds on my body rich. Smelling like Versace rich. Dizzy and Beyonce rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. Diamonds on my body rich. Smelling like Versace rich. Dizzy and Beyonce rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm rich. Diamonds on my body.
In September of 2019, I was sexually harassed while at school. And with this look, I wanted to show that you can take power from sexual harassment and still look amazing and taking back the power that was taken from you.
Say rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. Diamonds on my body rich. Smelling like Versace rich. Dizzy and Beyonce rich. I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. Diamonds on my body rich. Smelling like Versace rich. Dizzy and Beyonce rich. I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. You shot it out, but I can't hear a word you say. I'm talking loud, not saying much. I'm criticized, but hard, but it's ricochet. Shoot me down, but I get up. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away, ricochet. You take your aim. Far away. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. Stone heart, machine gun, firing at the ones who run. Stone heart, those bulletproof glass. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am
Hi Eris.
Hi, Katie.
That was such an amazing performance, and might I add, you look very stunning tonight. Oh, you're in the finale. How does that make you feel?
I feel great. Sorry, a feather just fell off my fucking costume. So I always knew, I feel great. I'm very happy to be in the finale.
So, were you always expecting to make it this far into the season?
I always knew I was going to make it this far, best of a bad bunch, really. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Yeah, from day one, I think I was a bit of a standout. I was about to say I won the first challenge, but I didn't. I should have won the first challenge. So, yeah, I think from the beginning I was a standout. I was high 2 weeks in a row, then I won. I was high quite a lot of the time, and then I think I was in the bottom a couple of times too, unfortunately. Yeah, but I knew I was going to make it this far. This was not the top 3 I predicted, though.
So out the entire season, who would you say was your biggest competition?
My biggest competition, I would say, were the demons that live inside my head, and myself, keeping myself held back because I felt certain types of ways about my appearance, my physical abilities, being able to do certain things, and not letting myself succeed the way I know I can. And I held myself back a lot this season. Sorry, I took too many steps far back. Yeah, but
So, if you had the opportunity to redo anything from this competition, what would it be and why?
if I could redo anything this season, I would not be late so many times. If I wasn't late on the first challenge, I would have won. Second challenge, I wasn't late, but I was robbed. Fact. I won the third challenge, which was weird because I wasn't feeling too confident that week, but comedy. Yeah, but if I could really do anything, if I wasn't late so much, mostly out of either procrastination or my mental health blocking me at some points, because the times when I was late usually meant I would have been in high or top, and that was most of the times I was in the bottom when I was late. So if I wasn't late so many times, I could be standing here with 3 wins. But that's not the way the cookie crumbles.
Now, why should you, and not your other competitors, be the crowned queen of Season 5?
Why should I win? I shouldn't. But I'm going to tell you who should. I think Floretta should win. Floretta is a young queen, and she has so much potential and so much talent. I don't see that sort of talent or that sort of drive or energy in any young queen. You know, she creates all the stuff. She makes puppets. She makes her own wigs. It's amazing what she can do at the age of 5 weeks old. And I truly believe she would be the best representative to go forward and win Season 5 of Legacy Drag Race.
Thank you so much, Eris. Now, before we move on to our next contestant, is there any last words you would like to say?
My name's Eris Envy, and thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Eris. We will see you at the crowning.
Cet air qui m'obsède jour et nuit, cet air n'est pas né d'aujourd'hui. Il vient d'aussi loin que je viens, traîné par 100 000 musiciens. Un jour cet air me rendra folle, 100 fois j'ai voulu dire pourquoi, mais il m'a coupé la parole. Il parle toujours avant moi et sa voix couvre ma voix. Padam, 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 des je t'aime de 14 juillet. Padam, 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 des toujours qu'on achète au rabais. Padam, 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 des veux-tu en voilà par un paquet. Et tout ça pour tomber juste au coin de la rue, sur l'air qui m'a reconnu. Écoutez le chahut qu'il m'a fait, comme si tout mon passé défilait. Pour garder du chagrin pour après, J'en ai tout un solfège sur cette terre qui bat comme un cœur de bois.
Hi, Floretta. That was such an amazing performance, and might I add, you look very beautiful tonight. So, Floretta, you made it into the final 3 of Season 5. How does that make you feel?
Well, first of all, it just feels right to be in the top 3 of the Legacy Drag Race because I have worked so hard for over 6 months to be in the top 3. And the fact that I am finally here with 2 other amazing queens it just feels correct.
So, throughout the entire season, you got to show off many of your amazing talents. Is there anything you feel like you were never given the opportunity to show us in this competition?
Well, throughout the competition, I've showed that I'm crafty, wonderfully fishy. I can sew, I can style hair, I can beat my face until I'm black and blue, but I feel like I haven't shown my performing skills and lip-syncing abilities. Well, don't look at week 4 or 5, but besides from that, I've shown that I'm quite an entertainer, as some people would say. If I have enough time, resources, and money, then I can put on a really good show in my basement.
Is there anything you would have done differently in this competition?
Well, I know that everything just happens for a reason, and that every decision that I make has led me up to this point. So honestly,
I think I would do a couple things different. Personally, I would have done something different for week 4 and probably learned my words better, but you know, that was in October. That was such a long time ago. Actually, I've shown that I can do everything.
especially if I just set my mind to it.
I have shown that I am professional, more professional than some of the adults that have been in this cast. I'm not naming any names, but ooh. But yeah, I honestly don't think I would do anything differently.
Now, why should you, and not your other competitors, be the reigning queen of the Legacy Drag Race Season 5?
I'm gonna get real emotional up in here. I'm 14 years old. 14. Legally, I'm not allowed to get a car. I can't drive anywhere. I can't even get a job so I can get money. But that has never stopped me in this competition. I have worked with the things that I've had, and I have won 2 challenges. I've been high for a lot of it, and say for the majority, but I have never been in the bottom 2, and I have never even been low, while everybody in the competition in the top 3 have either been low a lot, haven't submitted a look, or they've been in the bottom 2. I think that Eris is a wonderful queen, an amazing entertainer, but she has shown that she isn't the most professional queen in the cast, and she didn't submit a look for week 5, as well as being in the bottom multiple times. I also forgot to mention that, Eris, she was late for a couple of them, and I was always the first person to submit. Always the first, never the last. I also had multiple options for almost all of the runways just to make sure that I sent in something that I was really proud of. I think that Mirage is an amazing queen, but throughout the competition, she has shown that she isn't really the most versatile queen. When she was prettier, she was in the bottom 2. Well, that week I was high. And she didn't know her words either, but that's between you and me. I'm 14 years old, coming to you in 2 Party City wigs that were on clearance that I stacked on top of each other and I teased. I come to you 14 years old in a bag that I made myself. How do you just make a bag? I come to you 14 years old, self-taught with makeup. I come to you 14 years old in a beautifully tailored gown that I made myself. I'm 14 years old, and I come to you top 3 of the Legacy Drag Race, one of the bigger competitions on Instagram, looking stunning, for only doing drag for like a year and a half. I come to you, 14 years old, maybe the youngest top 3 contestant, but possibly the youngest winner. And truly, I think that I deserve this crown. And if not me, then Mirage Adams. And if not Mirage Adams, then Zoe. Thank you. Honestly, I love Eris. But me and Mirage, both, are the true winners of the Legacy Drag Race Season 5. And I think that we both, collectively, deserve to win throughout this competition. The other person has, but the other person does not. And honestly, Katie, if you are watching this, which I know because you're editing this and putting this onto YouTube, please, oh, won't you please crown my drag mother? And won't you please crown her drag daughter? It would mean the world to this 14-year-old, and you wouldn't want to see a 14-year-old cry now, would you? That's just unholy. Think of the Lord.
Thank you, Floretta. Now, before we let you go, do you have any last words?
Thank you to the judges for judgingly. Thank you for the contestants for being eliminated so I can be up here. Thank you to Joann's Fabrics, Walmart, and Party City so I got the materials for this dress. Thank you for my mother who bought me some heels. Thank you for my sister for filming some stuff. Thank you to the fans for supporting me. If it weren't for you, I would still be here, but I would not be smiling, and I am smiling right now. And my final message is, just crown me in Mirage already.
Thank you so much, Floretta. We will see you at the crowning.
Go back and tell it. Please, could you be tender? And I will sit close to you. Let's give it a minute before we admit that we're through. Guess this is the winner. Our bodies are young and blue. I'm at Jungle City, it's late and this song is for you. Cause I remember the rush when forever was us. Before all of the winds of regret and mistrust. Now we sit in your car and our love is a ghost. Well, I guess I should go, yeah, I guess I should go. Heart, feelings, these are what they call heart, feelings of love. Sweet birds and fevers, I'll leave us right here in the cold. Alone with the heart, feelings of love. I wish I believed you when you told me this was my home. Years loved you every single day, made me weak. It was real for me, yeah, real for me. Now I'll fake it every single day till I don't need fantasy, till I feel you leave. But I still remember everything, how we drift buying groceries, how you dance for me. I'll start letting go of little things till I'm so far away from you, yeah.
Hi, Mirage. Such a stellar performance. I was amazed. Might I add, you also look very stunning tonight.
Hi, thank you.
Now, that you're in the final 3, did you always expect to make it this far into the competition?
And yes and no. I want to win so bad, and I have been doing really well, but in these competition mindsets, especially being in 4 at a time, you kind of overthink too much. And so, like, any week could have been my week. If I just had one slip up, I could have went home, and I almost did. Thank you, Bailey, for dropping. And thanks to that, I am now able to fulfill my destiny and kill everybody. I mean, win this competition.
So what was one of your favorite looks from the season and one of your least favorite looks from this season?
Well, my most favorite looks changes over time. It was the Fallen Angels look, and now it's my original character's look. But honestly, this finale look is kind of killing it. It's like black and white and red fantasy. I'm really like feeling it. Like my curves, I'm like sitting just right. Ooh, but my least was definitely the first week, red.
So how do you feel about your overall performance, and do you feel like you would have done anything differently had you had the chance to go back to redo anything?
I feel so confident in my role in this competition. I feel like I've either been high, safe, or bottom 2, which honestly I like to play the playing field, you know, see where I'm getting myself into. If I was to do anything different, I would have focused more on one competition at a time. It's really draining having people critique your art every week, especially like twice in a day. But honestly, other than that, not really. I mean, I put my all into this competition first because this was my first priority, and now it's coming to an end, and I don't know what I'm going to do with all the dead bodies in my basement.
Now, why should you and not your other competitors be crowned the next reigning legacy of Season 5?
I think I should win because I've had the most wins, I've shown the most versatility, and also all of my looks were polished. Every single one of them. You cannot tell me that each and every single one of my looks could have been worn in a club and not been it, sis. Can I say sis? I should win it, and Floretta should not, because she still has room to grow. She's only 14. I am 20, and I am dying. I have less time in this world, sweetie. I've worked harder. I've, honestly, with being in so many situations, I've still snuck out every single week serving finished looks. I can sew, I can act, I can sing. I lied, I cannot sing. But I will win this competition. You know why? Because I am old and
Thank you so much, Mirage. Now, before we go, do you have any last words to say?
My last words will be thank you to everyone watching. This will be my first full competition I've ever competed in, completed all the way through, not canceled halfway. And I just want to say I love you all. Thank you for joining this journey with me, and hopefully you're following me so my journey continues. You will see me again either in the Winner's Circle or All-Stars. You best believe. Either way, I'm getting a crown, baby. Well, peace, love, and nightmares. So, love each other and kill a baby.
Now, thank you, Mirage. We will see you at the crowning. Good luck. Now, here we have our current reigning Season 4 winner, Becky Starr, with some words for the final 3 queens.
Congratulations, final 3 of Legacy Drag Race. It was a blast judging y'all. I'm just so proud of each and every one of you for different reasons. Eris, you overcame mental health issues and were still able to put out a look almost every week. And that speaks volumes for you and your character, that even with your mental health issues, you were still able to push through and deliver. Mirage, you've been so consistent, and your looks have been on fleek. And Floretta, you're such a young queen, and the stuff you pull out are 10 times better than most of the things I pull out. And you make it yourself, which is even more brilliant. So I'm proud of each and every one of you. Y'all have been amazing all season, and makes me so happy to see y'all succeed and thrive. And I can't wait to find out who I'm passing this crown on to.
Judas, Judas, Judas.
wow. Wow is all I can say, ladies. But I have come to my final decision. The winner of the Legacy Drag Race Season 5, the next reigning legacy, is for the second time ever in LDR history, we have 2 winners. Congratulations to Floretta Be Xtra and Mizz Mirage Manson. You are the winners of the Legacy Drag Race Season 5.
Okay, stop. This is my moment. Thank you.
Unfortunately, Eris, that does mean you have not won this season. Eris, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, from the time and dedication you've put into this competition, for fighting through all the trials and tribulations. I thank you. But sadly, I must ask you to sashay away. Now, to my winners. Prance, I say, prance.
I'm rich. I'm rich. Diamonds on my body, rich. Smelling like Versace, rich. Jay-Z and Beyonce, rich. I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. Diamonds on my body, rich. Smelling like Versace, rich. Jay-Z and Beyonce, rich. I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. I'm rich. Diamonds on my body, rich. Smelling like Versace, rich. Jay-Z and Beyonce, rich. I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich.